Today I'm going to discuss the most beautiful poem of the Romantic poet John Keats, A Thing of Beauty. John Keats was born on the 1795 in London. He is a Romantic poet and his poetry is characterized by sensual imagery. There are most popular works in which he used sensual imagery. For example, series of odes. John Keats was a Romantic poet and his poetry is characterized by sensual imagery, which he mostly used in series of odes and other poetry's works, which are also appreciated by the readers and the other writers. And the thing of beauty is one of them. So, in this poem, Thing of Beauty is based on the Greek mythology, which is about the shepherd named Endymion and his quest for his love, Diana. How in his quest he falls in love with an earthly maiden, who later turned out to be Diana herself. A Thing of Beauty is totally based on the Greek mythology, which is all about the shepherd named as the Endymion and his quest for his love, Diana, and how in his quest he falls in love with an earthly maiden, who later turned out to be Diana herself. A Thing of Beauty is a poem taken from the title Endymion, which means a poetic romance written by the famous poet John Keats. The poet says that a beautiful thing is the source of endless joy. It has internal beauty which never fades away. A beautiful thing is like a shady shelter which gives us a sleep full of sweet dreams, good health, and relaxation. So, in this paragraph, A Thing of Beauty poem is taken from the title Endymion, which means a poetic romance written by the famous poet John Keats. In this paragraph, he comes to know that how the Think of Beauty is a romantic poet and poem है, and John Keats has taken the title from the Endymion, which is the poetic romance. The poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. The beautiful things होती है like beautiful things which is present on the earth like flowers, shower, and moon, sun, and rivers, streams. So these kind of things are the part of the beautiful things and which is the source of endless joy. It has internal beauty which never fades away. A beautiful things is like a shady shelters which give us a sleep full of sweet dreams, good health, and also a relaxation in our mind as well as in our body. Our attachment to the earthly things are like a flowery wretch. They are traps which bind us to the materialistic things and keep us away from the eternal happiness. The earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. According to the poet, the gloom and sadness caused by caused by this negativity fades away with the positive vibes of the beautiful things that surround us. So, in this paragraph, poet says that our attachment to the earthly things are like a flowery wretch. In the garden, we see the lots of bunches of flowers and different kind of colors of flowers, and their smells are also different, and the blooms are glowing beautifully in the different colors, which give us a pleasure. So, these are the earthly things, and they are traps which bind us to the materialistic things and keep us away from the internal happiness. or this kind of mindness with the nature and pleasure give us a internal happiness. The earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. According to the poet, the gloom and the sadness caused by this negative clearly fades away with the positive vibe of the beautiful things. The poet says that the earth is full of gloom and sadness, and this kind of beautiful, natural, beautiful things give us a positive vibes, which fades away the negative vibes, which feels, which help us to feel positive towards the life and to live the life in a beautiful manner and of the beautiful things that surround us. Okay, the poet lists out numerous of the beautiful things that surround us. As the saying goes, the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholders. The poet lists out the numerous of the beautiful things that surround us. As the saying goes, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholders. Okay, in this line we come to know that how the poet is saying that the beauty is lies in the eyes of the beholder. He says that the numbers of creation of the god, like the sun which give us the energy, the moon the beauty, the tree which give us the shades, are the natural beauties around us. The various animals like the sheep that surround us make our world lively. The various animals like the sheep that surround us makes our world lively. The pretty flowers like the daffodils make the world green and lively. So here poet is also mentioning the pretty flowers like the daffodils makes the world green and lively. The flowing streams of water cool and refresh us in the hot summer season. While the summer season is come, all the weather is going very hot and warm, and in this warm season only the mm, flowing streams of water give us the pleasure of coolness, refreshness. That's why the poet is mentioning here the full flowing streams of water and refresh us in the hot summer season. So there is a explanation about the poetic devices is all about the which have used by the poet. Alliterations, use of the consonant at the start of the two words which are the close in the series, for example sprouting, shady, and simple shape. So alliterations means the use of the consonant at the start of the two words. At the beginning of the line, at the beginning of the line, we have poet have used the two words which are close in series. For example, sprouting, shady is both are sounding ss, and simple sheep. Simple sheep is also about the words are which is present in the same series. Okay, and the next one is imaginary. Tree gives giving shades, glowing process of daffodils. ट्रीज गिविंग शेड्स, जो ट्रीज होते हैं वो हमें शेड्स देते हैं लाइक ग्लोइंग प्रोसेस ऑफ डेफोडिल्स. ठीक है, हमें शेड देते हैं ग्लोइंग प्रोसेस ऑफ डेफोडिल्स. Like poet have used the imaginary process and describe the how the daffodil flowers is bloom and which are the main process of the daffodil blooming and trees gives giving shades. This kind of lines he has used in the poem or which give us a imaginary uh, imaginations of the beautiful things which is present by the earth, and these are the beautiful things um, which are available on the earth, and these are the thing of beauty. And now he has uh, used the literary devices of the antithesis. Antithesis means is all about the opposite words placed together. When the good, bad, this kind of words, um, gloom, sadness, and gloom, sadness, and all that things like good, bad, or beautiful things, ugly things, negativity, and positivity. This kind of words poet have used in this the line of the poem, and which is the literary devices of the antithesis. Now we have the literary devices of the metaphor. Retching a flowery band. Retching a flowery band is like the is all about the imaginations, like फ्लावरिंग बैंड मतलब हम क्या जो द ब्यूटी है फ्लावर्स की उससे बैंड हो गए हैं विच बाइंडर्स लाइक is totally connected to the earthly beautiful things which give away which make us mm, mm, healthy and relaxed, and which is very good for our health, and it also giving the positive thought and positive vibe towards the life, um, and we want to live the life, and it also fades away the negativity which is presented by the negativity is presented by the all the materialistic things which is also available on the earth, which always give us a negative vibes, like lots of materialistic things which is available in our house, and in the materialistic things which is always available in our surroundings. But nature is the main thing which give us the positive vibes and connected to the directly to the natural things, like flowers, uh, their beauty, their smells, their colors. They bind us um, to the natural beauty which is present on the earth. And this is the main thing which poet John Kidd want to explain this in this poem. How the I think of beauty make us pleasure and positive vibes towards the life, and which is very necessary to live a beautiful and positive life, and they also connected to the directly to the natures, and as he explained in this paragraph, the poetic list out the numerous of beautiful things that surround us. As the saying goes, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholders. Beauty always lies in the eyes of the beholders. He says that the numbers of creations of the God, like the sun, which give us the energy. The sun is the source of the energy, and which provide us energy towards the natural things like rivers, like birds, like trees, as well as to the human being also. The moon is the sign of our beauty, which give us a pleasure and positive vibes to, towards the life. And the trees which give us the shades are the natural beauty. There we have seen in in the winter season, and um, there is a shade on the trees, which is which are the natural beauties around us. So, which give us the pleasure of the beautiful things which is present on the earth. The various animals like the sheep that surround us make our world lively. The various animals like the sheep that surround us make us our world lively. Though so many animals are present on the earth, which give us the lively um, surrounding and which give us a positive vibes also, like when we see the squirrel eating some kind of foods on the trees, when we see the birds are creeping on the trees. So this kind of animals which give us the positive vibes towards the life and which is very essential for the human being. The pretty flowers like the daffodils make the world green and lively. Pretty flower. There are the small flowers like daffodils which make the world green and lively. The flowing streams of water cool. The flowing streams of water का वो है वो cool है and refresh us in the hot summer season. Okay, जो like when we see the showers, when we see the streams and there is a running water like the flowing waters which is also coming from the mountains. Hmm? So this kind of beautiful views and imaginations poet have in, mm, described here by the lines of the poem and this kind of pleasurous things are available and which are available in the and the beauty is also lies in the eyes of the beholder. He also mentioning that. So there is also literary devices of the anaphora. Poet has also used the anaphora literary devices, and which means that the use of the same words in the two consecutive lines. When we use the same words in the two consecutive lines, this called as anaphora. Metaphor is when we compares the two things and give when we use compares the material beauty with the human being and this called the metaphor literary devices. Retching a flowery bride is all about the when the beauty is binding us with the natural things. While we see the beautiful flowers, rivers flowing, or like birds creeping, and sheep, and the sun and the moon, these are the godly creations. And we, while we see them, we totally connect to them. And they bind us to the natural beauty. Mm. That's why the poet has used the metaphorical device here for the reaching a flowery bed. There is also a rhyming scheme, for example, AABBC, like word used in the lines forever, never, etc. Rhyming scheme. Rhyming scheme is for when there is a rhyme in the poetic lines, and in this poem, the John Cage has used the like rhyming scheme of A A, B B, and C, like words used in the lines forever, never, etc. So now we have the conclusion of the story. The conclusion of the poem is very beautiful, and I think of beauty is all about the beautiful creations of gods which provide us the positive vibes towards the life and energy to live. So the John Keats totally wants to explain here how the beautiful creations of the god like sun, moon, flowery uh, blooms like daffodils, and animals present on the earth like sheep, birds, and all the animals, and uh, running waters, flowing waters in the streams, and how the this kind of beautiful things directly connect us to the materialistic, directly connect to the natural things, and keep us away from the materialistic things which are available in the countrysides, which is makes lots of sound and etc. But the natural beauty is give us the pleasure and relaxations, and and which is very gentle for the good health, and that's why the poet have explained there the god creations mm, give us the positive vibes which fades away the negative vibes which is present in the materialistic things which is created by the human beings, and or this kind of beautiful positive vibes give us the positive view and energy to live the energetic and healthy life on the earth, and directly connect us to the natural beauty of the god creations. So this poem is totally based on the think of beauty, and which is totally mentioning the creations of the gods which is present on the earth, and which give us the positive vibes and towards the life, and how he have also mentioning the negative vibes which is present in the materialistic things which is created by the human beings, and the natural beauty give us the positive vibe towards the life. So by this the poem, I hope you like this hmm, uh, the the beautiful descriptions of the John Gate. First of all, you have to mention the John Gate introduction, and which is very beautifully explained. And he is a romantic poet, and lots of creations and lots of works um, are mentioning in the literary device literature, and there are so many beautiful um, poems and novels are available which is appreciated by the other writers also. You can also mention them. And sensual imaginary, he has mostly used a sensual imaginary in for examples in the series of odes he always used the sensual imaginary, and other poems also we can see that. So think of the beauty is also a part of his work, and which is beautifully explained by him. And the title is also the title has given which is taken from the Endymion, which means a poetic romance written by the famous poet John Keats. And the poet says that the beautiful things is a source of endless joy. So this kind of beautiful explanation we have here. And first of all, you have the introduction of the John Keats, and the think of beauty is totally based on the Greek mythology, and the introduction about the poem based on, and which kind of description we have in this poem. And now you have to explain the beautiful things of the natures he has used